Quick disclaimer before getting into this video. I got a new microphone, the Shure SM7B to be exact. This isn't a sponsor, by the way. I just bought this mic because I really wanted it. You've probably seen it everywhere. It's a really common mic used for podcasts and stuff. Professional musicians even use it in studios to track vocals. It's the mic I've always wanted for quite a few years now, and now that I finally have it, I'm very ecstatic to be using it. Let me know what you all think down in the comments. I'll also leave a link down below if you're interested in buying it. However, you will need a preamp with it because this mic is a dynamic and not a condenser, so obviously it's not going to be as sensitive. So you are going to need a preamp, and I got the Cloudlifter CL1. It works wonders, so if you guys want that, I'll leave a link down for that below as well. Anyways, let's get into the video. So I was originally going to give you guys an update on the whole Illuminati situation, and while I still will, another massive story broke, and I just wanted to talk about it. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't know this entire situation was going on right now. I grew up in the era this person was huge in, so probably around when Minecraft on YouTube was super popular. I didn't really watch their content, it just really wasn't for me. You probably already know who I'm talking about though. Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings, just got exposed for having inappropriate relations and conversations with minors. There's a lot more coming out, so I'll do my best to briefly explain everything. Firstly, Colleen has been outed for pedophilic behavior. Her audience is dominantly children, so when she has live events and goes on tour, it's a lot of parents and their children taking up the seats. She has invited children on stage to, I guess, roleplay for lack of a better term, and she repeatedly puts these kids in uncomfortable situations. A couple of examples include a 9-year-old boy putting his hand down Colleen's pants to retrieve a snack while they're pretending to be on a date, and a young girl to pretend like she's giving birth, and Colleen telling her she, quote, smells fertile. And if you think that's creepy, don't worry, that's just the tip of the fucking iceberg. I won't show these clips for obvious reasons, but just know they're pretty fucking weird, alright? What makes it worse to me is that the audience was laughing like it was just some kind of joke. I get that she's supposed to be a comedian, but that seriously doesn't send alarm bells off in your head? Like, if you're a parent taking your kid to see this person live and be entertained, and they end up doing stuff like this, that seriously doesn't send anything off in your head? Really? She's also apparently interacted with her underage fans in group chats. She's apparently asked Adam McIntyre, who we'll get into in a bit, if he was a virgin. She even asked him for pics when he was talking about his ass in one of these group chats. Keep in mind, he was a child at this time. He was like fucking 17 years old. I don't know if it was to Adam for sure, but I do know she asked somebody in this group chat what their favorite position was. She wouldn't just say shit like that though, she'd just talk about a lot of personal stuff like her divorce in these group chats, which is just bizarre. Like, why would you talk to your young impressionable audience about stuff they really probably shouldn't know? She has also apparently tried to record a little boy who happened to be naked while she was at the beach. She also sent a video of her inserting a tampon into her mouth and encouraging her child fans to do the same. No, I'm not fucking joking. And she has also made a creepy comparison of leaks in her house to minors and their hormones. If that alone isn't creepy, I don't fucking know what is. Now there's a guy who actually came out about Colleen, or Miranda, 3 years ago and has recently started releasing videos again about her, providing evidence to his side of things. I mentioned him earlier, his name is Adam McIntyre. His initial video, released back in 2020, was titled Colleen Ballinger Stop Lying, and it featured how he was a part of her fanbase and even considered her a friend. He interacted with her through social media and in person, and even went as far as to help her with her content. He gave her ideas and supposedly helped make the Miranda persona. Thus, because of this newfound friendship, he was given access to some of Colleen's social media accounts. He shared numerous screenshots, even one where she proposed that he would be her social media intern. I won't go over everything, but one instance was where Adam proposed a video idea, she agreed to it, and when she faced backlash for it, she threw him under the bus, even though she agreed to do it in the first place and even acknowledged that it wasn't entirely Adam's fault. He also faced severe backlash from Colleen's fanbase after she made an apology video, even though he explained that this was a pretty traumatic experience for him. Keep in mind, he was still a minor when this happened, he was only fucking 17. Something else that she did was she sent him a pair of her own lingerie in the mail. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but I have to reiterate, he was a fucking child. He was 17 when this happened. So not only is that part extremely problematic, but she twisted the narrative to make it sound like he was begging for them when it was apparent that he did nothing of the sort. She also apparently went behind his back and started talking shit about him and just in general treated him pretty fucking poorly. This woman went on a full-on smear campaign against this guy who pretty much did nothing wrong. He was only trying to help her with her channel and its growth. I don't really know what he said in his other videos because I haven't seen them, but if you want to know what they say, I'll link them down below. Another person who was heavily involved with this was Cody Rants. They had talked about being manipulated by Colleen and even talks about how they had apparently participated in trying to debunk Adam, which resulted in him getting even more backlash than he was already getting at that time. However, Cody began receiving a lot of criticism as well, which caused them to completely nuke their channel. This naturally caused a lot of stress for Adam, and I think it would for anybody in this situation. His story was finally validated, and his feelings were validated, only to have it completely fucking pulled out from underneath him. Now, there is another person who was heavily involved with this, and his name is Corey DeSoto. But there's not really much to say about him, to be honest. He just helped with Colleen's smear campaign against Adam, and he sent a voice memo to a group chat, which was just a big fucking cringe fest. It detailed how he loves all the fans in the group chat, even though they're kids, how the fans are his only friends, how he has no friends in real life. It just sounds like a big manipulative sob story is what it really sounds like, to be frank. Adam posted about that too. I'll link that down below if you're interested. Now, there's a lot more that I just don't have time to get into right now, but if Colleen does make a response, I might cover it. However, I have a feeling it'll be dog shit. No, scratch that. I know it'll be dog shit. She's currently on tour and she is selling canceled merch, which just kind of goes to show how little she really fucking cares about this. This kind of behavior is disgusting and it shouldn't be tolerated by anybody. People like to argue that it's Miranda, the character, that's immature and gross, and not Colleen. But you have to understand, lots of people hide behind their character to project their true feelings and desires, and it seems like Colleen has been doing just that. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for me. I'll leave a couple of well-done videos down below if you guys want to dive in deeper. The only reason I really wanted to cover this was because Miranda was huge when I was a kid. Like I said, I never really enjoyed her content, but she was still huge, so I felt this kind of nostalgia feeling anytime I saw her. Like, hey, I know her. I don't really like her content, but I know who she is. Like, it's kind of cool. And now because this has come out, it's just been completely ripped away. So to hear that this has come out about her is really fucking sad. It just reminds me of how sad it really is that a lot of people that we grew up with are real pieces of shit. I mean, hell, Sky Does Minecraft, Lion Maker, popular MMOs, EDP445, Boogie2988, I mean, the list goes on. And at this point, I'm just wondering who's next. And don't get me wrong, it makes me really sad to say that, but at this point, I feel like it's just inevitable that something's gonna come out against somebody. Like, I want to grow old and remember these people fondly, and to know most of these people were horrible is just really, really fucking sad. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and be sure to subscribe. And that'll do it from me. Much love, and I will see you guys in the next one.